if I want to leave this country and go into a new country, what do I need to be able to do that? Passport. I need a passport. If I want to go into a new country, I'm going to have a passport. Why do I need a passport? Because a passport proves my identity. A passport proves my identity, and by proving my identity, a passport gives me access into that country. So if I want to leave this country and go to another one, I need a passport. Now, this week, I actually have an old passport, and it was beyond the time frame of renewing it, so I had to go and get me a new passport. Because in the future, I believe God is wanting me to take some different steps. And so I knew this. God told me last year, he said, get your passport. And so I'm finally, a year later, getting my passport. How many of you guys know that delayed obedience is disobedience? Sorry, Lord. So here I am, getting a passport. I'm standing in line, and I'm getting my passport. Now, how many of you guys know, I didn't go to the Liberty Post Office. I chose a different one. I'm not going to say which post office I went to, but I'll just tell you this, that the post offices are different from little borough to borough here in Kansas City. I'll just say that. And so as I'm standing in line in this unnamed post office, I'm sitting there and I start talking with this guy. I feel like led of the Lord to start talking to this guy in front of me. And so I'm talking with him, and as I'm asking him why he's getting his passport and all this type of stuff, and he's telling me his story, and we just start chatting for just real quick, and then he just goes into this new conversation out of the blue, and he says, there's things they haven't told us. And I'm like, yes. It's like, you can control anything. He said, if I look at somebody walking down the street and they looked at me, I caused that to happen. And I'm like, go on. This is entertainment. I've been sitting here for an hour, so this is great, you know? And so we're sitting there talking back and forth, and he's telling me this whole big thing. And so I took the opportunity to start sharing God with him. I said, you know what? Similar things happen in my life. It's called the Holy Spirit. It's called when God leads me to do something. Or when I started sharing God with him, he gave me his card. He wants to have coffee with me. So I'll take him up on this in a safe place. But why? I need a passport to give me access. Now, he was a positive thinker, but he had a wrong source. Okay, he has a positive thinker, but a wrong source. And so what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about our identity and talk about making sure we're living out our identity from the right source. Okay, just think about how many times you use your ID. You use your ID to apply for credit. You use your ID if you want to go to a different country. You use your ID if a policeman stops you. Not that that ever happens to anybody, but there's your ID. You use your ID to go to the bank. All these times you use your ID. Your ID is extremely important. I heard some statistics this week that every 3 seconds, somebody's identity is stolen in the United States. Every 3 seconds, costing consumers and businesses over $50 billion per year. And that only 1 out of every 700 people who steal, who are the perpetrators, only 1 out of every 700 ever get caught. How many of you guys, that just kind of ticks you off a little bit right there? I mean, like 1 out of every 700 gets caught. It happens every 3 seconds. Now, here's the deal. How many of you guys know that Satan would love to steal your identity? He would love to steal your identity. Because when he does, here's what happens. If he steals your identity, he steals your access into the kingdom things, into kingdom rights, into kingdom living, into kingdom benefits. If he steals your access, no longer do you have opportunities to participate. It's not because legally you don't have that opportunity. It's because simply you do not see yourself that way, and so you don't walk into kingdom benefits.